Alright, today's project, installing the Hull Shield HD1. Just got the boat, just got a brand new bottom paint on it, and we're going to try to put these on, put two of these ultrasonic transducers, industrial grade anti-fouling system on, and see if we can keep from having to clean it quite as much. So we'll see how it works, but let's take a look at what's in the box here. This is the first time I've opened it, so we'll see what we've got. Hopefully we can apply these today. Watched a couple other videos, but this will be putting this on our 26-foot center console Cobia. All right, looks like we got some marine weld. Set time 4 to 6 hours, cure 15 to 24. So that's what we're planning on doing today, that portion of it. Inside here, looks like we got some cabling. Oop, that's got to be the transducer itself. So it looks like we got the transducer itself. This is the side that is going to be JB welded to the bottom. It's a heavy little sucker. And then we got the little control box, and it said on there for the length of our boat that we needed, or we should use 2 of these. So that's why I got them in this one instead of getting a 4-pack. But you can see the size of this. It's not too bad at all. It's got one switch. I think it's got an LED light there, which should tell us if it's working. One connector, looks like that goes to this connector for the transducer, and then we got power, ground, and a little signal wire to run an LED if we want to. We're not going to run an LED, but that's so far what's in the box. And let's see, there's some other paperwork in here. Anti-fouling supplement, some sales stuff. If you had a larger boat and you had 4, you could put the use that 4. All right, so that's all just stuff. So yeah, here's where I looked at it. 20 foot, up to 20 foot 1 transducer, up to 30 foot, 20 to 32 transducers. So that's what we're gonna do. 2 transducers. Hull mounting, well, we're gonna try to do it as much as we can. I think we only have access to the back area, so we're gonna put 2 back here, and hopefully that solves it. We'll see. Oh, here's the instructions. Prepare the surface, prepare the mix, apply the resin, position the transducer, wait for epoxy to set. We're going to try to knock that out today. Alright, this is where we're putting them down in the bilge. We're going to put one on one side, one on the other. Down here, hopefully we can find some electrical connections they may have helped us with, but we'll see. Alright, here's what I did. Mixed up a little of this JB weld together. Turns out to be gray. Just use a little painting tool to mix it, and then spread it on top of my transducers. And I've installed the transducers. There's one attached to that side, and the other is attached there. And I'm hoping that there's no interference or anything with the sonar, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So here's the side of the battery. I was able to fish through and get a little power and ground to run through. And one thing I did do is leave a little paracord that goes through, so it's tied up on this side and a bunch of extra on the other side. So I ran that power and ground to my house battery, put in a little connector, and then tied it into the house battery so it's just always hot and always on. And that's the battery side of what we got going on here. But what you can see is we got our hull shield going on right here. That's right there and on. Now, it's interesting, I don't see the lights, the green status lights. But they are definitely warm, so like they're working. So with one off, one on, I'll turn that back to on. I don't know why I don't see the status lights. Oh, I can kind of see it blinking. It's just very dim. I don't know why it's so dim. But I definitely think it's working because there's interference going on with my hey. It's interference going on with the transducer. But I got all this cord wrapped up, and you can see the transducers down here. We got the two transducers glued into the bottom, and they're holding just perfectly. So here's what I've noticed with the Hull Shields on, two transducers on. They're fairly close to the Garmin transducer for the sonar, but look at these lines I'm getting. Terrible lining, and when I turn them off, they go completely away. I don't know if I can scan back. So I flipped them off back here, and then I turned them on right here, and then I get terrible scanning. So I don't know if that's just something I have to put up with, and what I will do in that case is probably put them on a switch so that I can flip a switch. Maybe I'll wire it up to something up here, I don't know. Maybe I can put another switch in right up here to leave them on when it's at the dock or when I'm not using the sonar, because definitely the sonar is not usable with those transducers running. One more look at the bottom of the hull. So there's a great test of the first 2 weeks installing our Hull Shield HD1s, and absolutely no growth on the hull. Never touched it with a brush, never even touched the sides. So we'll keep updating things as we go, and we'll see how well this works long term, but so far it's been a fantastic product.